Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this tarot pick a card reading. So in today's video we're going to be getting an idea of what are their thoughts and feelings towards you. So this could be any person, any situation. As you can see here we have three piles. We have pile number 1 with the rose quartz, pile number 2 with the clear quartz, and pile number 3 with the tourmaline. So go ahead and reflect on the three piles, figure out which pile resonates the most with you. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, you can go ahead and watch both the readings. I will have timestamps down below so that you can skip ahead, and I'll go ahead and give you a minute to reflect on the piles. Hi, pile number 1, if you chose the rose quartz, this is your pile. So let's go ahead and get started with their thoughts. So what is pile number 1's person thinking about them? What are they thinking about pile number 1? What are their thoughts? Okay, we have the 8 of Swords. What else? Thoughts for pile number 1. 2 of Wands. The 2 of Swords in reverse. Let's do one more. And the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. So right off the bat here, with this 8 of Swords, I'm getting the feeling that this person thinks that there's some sort of stagnancy happening in this connection right now. I feel like this person is under the impression that things aren't moving, things aren't happening, maybe the way that they want things to be happening. Either you or this other person is very hesitant to move forward or take any action. There's this feeling of helplessness, this feeling of being unable to make a decision or to take any action that'll move things forward. So yeah, this person seems to think that things are not moving along. With the 7 of Wands, it also feels like this person thinks that this connection or this relationship is sort of an uphill battle right now. Maybe they feel like it's challenging. They feel like they find themselves having to fight for it. Maybe they feel as though they have to defend themselves, but there's some element here of the relationship being a little bit stagnant, and this person is really having to put in a lot of work and a lot of effort in an attempt to move it forward. And it seems like they are under the impression that they're putting in a lot of work and they're really fighting for the relationship. There's just this feeling of like an uphill battle. They're fighting against something. It's a challenge. They're showing a lot of resilience. With this 2 of Wands here, I feel like this person is also thinking that they're at a crossroads or they're at a fork in the road. They need to make a decision regarding the relationship and really choose a path to follow. So maybe, again, if you guys are experiencing some sort of stagnancy, maybe you're in separation, maybe you're not talking, or maybe it just feels like things have slowed down a bit. This person seems to be at the point where they're wondering if they should continue with the relationship and continue trying to fight forward, or whether maybe they should choose another option, whether that's walking away or choosing a different approach or having a conversation. I just see them getting to the point where they have two options in front of them and they're coming to the realization that it's time to make a decision, because the way that things have been going don't seem to be necessarily working out, so they definitely seem to be reevaluating right now. With this 2 of Swords in reverse, again, more of that energy that's very similar to the Eight of Swords. There is some sort of decision that needs to be made and it's just not happening. So they seem to be thinking that, again, there's a big feeling of this person thinks that they have no control. So maybe there's a decision that needs to be made here for the sake of the relationship, and they feel like they don't have any control over that decision. Maybe that decision is in your hands, but there is this sense of not being able either to make the decision themselves or not being able to come to a decision. So this could just be them sort of putting off what they have to do, or it could be that this isn't in their control and this is something that's either in your control or someone else entirely. With the Knight of Wands in reverse, this sort of is giving me the energy. This person could possibly be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, but the Knight of Wands in reverse can be a little hasty. They could make decisions they can be very spontaneous. They can make decisions without thinking things through all the way. Maybe they're very hasty. This could also be a little bit of an impatient energy. So maybe this person is feeling a little fed up with the way that things are. They're a little frustrated that things aren't moving more quickly. And I'm definitely getting a sense of their patience running out and them a little bit of, what's the word? Just frustration, definitely, more than anything else. So let's go ahead and get some feelings. This is sort of what they're thinking, what's going through their mind, but how are they feeling about pile number one? How do they feel about the situation? Okay, we've got the Page of Wands. We have the World. What else for pile number one? How does pile number one's person feel about them? We've got the Ace of Swords in reverse, and we have the Fool. Okay, so despite whatever's happening, this person definitely still seems to want to pursue something with you. I think maybe they're looking for a new start or a new beginning. Maybe they want to reset, sort of wipe the canvas clean and start over. They still seem to be very passionate about having a connection with you. They seem to be very excited about connecting with you. So that passion and that excitement hasn't gone away. It definitely seems like they still have some feelings invested here, and they want to work things out and, again, maybe possibly start over or start fresh. With the World here, I definitely see things, I feel like they have a very optimistic outlook on the situation, even though there may be some things happening that are frustrating them a little bit. Overall, they seem to have a very positive view of the situation. Again, they seem very passionate about their connection with you, and it seems like they definitely believe that things can work out. This isn't the type of situation where maybe they've already given up or they've lost hope. I definitely see that this person is still holding on to the idea of things working out. With this Ace of Swords in reverse, I feel like this person wants to reach out or they want to talk, but there's something holding them back here. There's definitely a lack of communication happening. Maybe this is a no contact situation. Maybe you guys are in separation right now. Or maybe if you guys are talking, you're just not being very direct with each other and you're not talking about sort of the elephant in the room. So I feel like while this person does want to have some sort of communication and they want to work things out, there's something holding them back and communication isn't flowing the way it needs to be right now. And then lastly, with this Fool, again, I'm getting more of that sense of, despite whatever else is happening, this person definitely seems to be willing to put themselves out there. They seem to be willing to take a leap of faith with you. They want to take the risk. They're not afraid of, going for it, taking action. This isn't someone who shies away from, any potential or any possibilities. If there's an opportunity here for them to pursue happiness, they're definitely going to go for it. So overall, I just feel like they are really holding on to a lot of hope, and they still see a lot of potential for the connection, even if things are a little bit stagnant right now. So let's go ahead and get some oracle cards here, just to get some more thoughts and feelings for pile number one's person. All right, let's see here. What does pile number one's person think or feel about pile number one right now? What is going through their mind? We've got just being near you is intoxicating. We've got I feel you even though we are apart. Yeah, so this could definitely be a separation, no contact, breakup situation for some of you. And then we've got I love you unconditionally. Okay, so for this first one, especially paired with this Page of Wands, just being near you is intoxicating. I feel like this person definitely has a very strong connection with you. They feel very drawn to you. There's something about you that this person just really wants to be in your space. They want to be near your energy. They want to be in your presence. Yeah, and just being near you is really... It just makes them feel some type of way. And then we have I feel you even though we are apart. So like I said, this could definitely be a no contact situation or a separation, especially with that Ace of Swords in reverse. There could be a major issue with communication here. You guys aren't talking, or you're not talking about what needs to be talked about. And then lastly, with I love you unconditionally, I'm definitely getting the sense that this person still has a lot of hope for the relationship. I don't think that they've given up. Like I mentioned, they still see a lot of potential here. And especially with that Fool and that World card, I definitely see them being willing to give it another chance or to take another leap of faith. So let's go ahead and get some channeled messages here for pile number one. Okay, let's see. We've got I feel like I blew my shot with you. Okay, what else for pile number one? Whoops. We've got I show your profile to my friends. And let's do one more. Oh, this one's kind of poking out. We've got I get nervous around you. Okay, so with this first one, I feel like I blew my shot with you. Again, this is just sort of aligning with that idea that this is sort of a no contact situation. You guys are not talking right now, you're separated. And it could be because of something that this person did. Maybe they feel like they messed up, they did something wrong, and now they feel like they blew their shot at having a relationship with you. I definitely see them regretting whatever they did. They definitely are sort of kicking themselves over it. And I think they definitely realize that whatever happened was their fault and that they probably were the ones to mess this up. We've got I show your profile to my friends. So this person could sort of, be looking at your social media, looking at your profiles. Maybe they talk about you with their friends. They could show your profile to their friends and, sort of tell them, this is who I'm talking about. This is, what's going on. And so I definitely see them kind of lurking on your social media and trying to see what you're up to also. Maybe they're trying to check up on you, see what's going on, see how you're doing. And then lastly, we have I get nervous around you. So I feel like this person, this could go back to this idea of them messing up somehow. Maybe they're nervous to reach out. They're nervous to try to talk to you. Maybe they're afraid of making things worse, or they're afraid that you won't want to speak to them because of whatever happened. But either way, they definitely seem to have some sort of something holding them back from reaching out to you. And I definitely think that they are very much in their heads when they're around you, and that's part of what makes them so nervous. So yeah, that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it resonated. If it did, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed, and I'll see you in another video. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. If you chose the clear quartz, this is your pile. So let's go ahead and get some thoughts for pile number 2. What is pile number 2's person thinking about them? What is pile number 2's person's thoughts about them? Okay. We've got the Death card. We've got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. We've got Judgment in reverse. We have the Seven of Swords. And the King of Pentacles. Okay. So as far as this person's thoughts, let's go ahead and start off with the Death card. The Death card is the Scorpio card, so that could be relevant. You or this other person could have Scorpio placements. But first of all, with this Death card, I feel like this person or the nature of your relationship is undergoing a big change. So yeah, there's some sort of transformation happening here, either within this person as an individual or within your connection. Something is shifting here, but it definitely seems like a shift that had to happen. This seems very karmic, like this change, this transformation needed to occur in order for things to move forward. So there could have been like a period of stagnancy before this. Maybe you were feeling stuck, this person was feeling stuck, your relationship wasn't really progressing or moving forward in any way. So I feel like this Death card is representing the end of, you know, whatever wasn't working, and it's happening in order to usher in a new era of something different and something better. This isn't giving me the sense of like a negative change. I definitely think this is, yeah, something karmic that had to happen in order for forward movement and like progression. Now with the Six of Pentacles here, I'm wondering if there's some issue in this relationship with equality. It seems like maybe one person is giving more than they're receiving. So there could be one person in this connection that is giving all the time, giving all the love, giving all the efforts, maybe even giving, you know, material things, while the other person is just taking. So it seems like this person maybe is starting to recognize that, and maybe they're starting to realize that this is happening within the relationship, and they're seeing what kind of role that plays in your connection. You know, is this something that could potentially harm the relationship? With this Judgment in reverse card, I definitely see, yeah, with the Death and the Judgment together like this, I'm getting the sense that this change maybe was not chosen necessarily. Like I mentioned before, it was something that had to happen. So maybe this transformation is coming around right now because it was sort of the only option. Because with this Judgment card in reverse, I'm not getting the sense of this really being a choice. I feel like this change was sort of forced upon them. So maybe, you know, there was some sort of ultimatum or some sort of separation where this person figured that they really had to make some changes in order for, you know, this to work out. With the Seven of Swords too, I definitely see some dishonesty So that could also be happening within the connection. Again, if this is the way that this person is feeling, either they could be reflecting on their own actions, or this could be some sort of fear that they have that they're sort of projecting out onto the relationship. Maybe they're afraid of, dishonesty, infidelity. Maybe they're afraid of being cheated on. But I definitely see that Seven of Swords present being energy. That Seven of Swords energy being present within their thoughts. So, whether they're reflecting on their own actions or whether this is just one of their fears, that could go either way. With this King of Pentacles, I feel like this is the energy that they're trying to step into, because this is very different from what we're seeing here. This Six of Pentacles, the taking and not giving, is very different from the King of Pentacles, because the King of Pentacles is practical, grounded, financially stable, very abundant. He has an abundance of material wealth as well. This is someone who is smart but not greedy. This King of Pentacles, when balanced, shares his wealth with others. So I feel like this person is trying to step out of maybe this habit of only taking, and they're trying to step into this energy of being more generous and giving as well. So let's go ahead and get some more feelings here from pile number 2's person. Okay, we've got the Strength card. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. We have the Ten of Cups. And we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so the Strength card is the Leo card. So first of all, I'm definitely getting the sense that this person is very resilient. I feel like they have a really positive outlook on the situation. They are under the impression that this is something you guys can overcome. I definitely think they have a lot of faith in you and just in your connection in general. So I feel like this person is definitely optimistic. They don't see this as the end of the road, and they definitely think that if you guys were to work together, you could overcome whatever things may be challenging right now. With this Queen of Wands in reverse, I feel like this person is feeling a little hurt right now. I'm wondering if maybe there was some sort of conflict, or some sort of disagreement or some argument where maybe some things were said that were a little bit hurtful or a little harsh. Because I'm getting the sense that this person is viewing potentially you as a little bit, maybe they're under the impression that you're upset with them. So yeah, if there was a recent conflict or argument, I definitely think that this person is feeling as though you are upset with them, you maybe don't want to talk to them. There seems to be this feeling of like maybe they messed up and they're afraid of reaching out because they're under the impression that you are not interested in talking to them because they've upset you in some way. Again, with this Ten of Cups, more of that energy that the Strength card gave, where this person still seems to have a strong belief that things can work out. They seem to have a lot of hope for the future. They see a lot of potential in this connection with this Ten of Cups that is, ultimate emotional fulfillment, happiness, joy. It's a really beautiful energy. So this person just seems to be very optimistic about the future. With the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, I'm wondering if something recently didn't go through that they were sort of hoping would work out. This could mean a few things. This could be, financial or career, most likely because of the Pentacles. It could have anything to do with finances or, material wealth, but I'm definitely kind of getting the sense that maybe they were hoping something would work out and it didn't go through. So something, some deal or some plan fell through is what I'm seeing here. So let's go ahead and get some oracle cards for more thoughts and feelings for pile number 2's person. We have, I want to tell you how I feel. I love you unconditionally. And I feel you even though we are apart. Yeah, so here with I want to tell you how I feel, I'm definitely getting the sense that this person is wanting to connect with you and be really honest and upfront about what they've been feeling, but also with what they hope for the future. Because like I said, this person seems very optimistic and they seem to still have a lot of hope for the connection. So I think this person wants to share that with you. They want to share, you know, their hopes and dreams for the future. We have I love you unconditionally. So again, this person still seems to be very connected to you. And they still seem to have a lot invested in this relationship and in this connection. They definitely don't seem ready to walk away from this or to kind of call it quits. And then lastly, we have I feel you even though we are apart. So again, for some of you, this definitely could be a separation situation, no contact, a breakup. But this person seems to be under the impression that even though you guys are not together right now, that you're still connected somehow. And again, I just am getting a big feeling of hope for reconciliation, definitely. So let's go ahead and get some channeled messages here. Whoops. Let's get some, these kind of wanted to come out. Okay, we've got I've liked you for a long time. We have I talk about you. All right, let's see what else for pile number 2's person, what they want to say. I feel like I blew my shot with you. Let's do one more. I love being around you. Okay. So, first of all, with this, I talk about you. I feel like this person sort of discusses, you know, your situation or, you know, their situation with the people around them, maybe their friends, their family. I feel like they try to talk about what's happening as a way to get advice, maybe to figure out what they should do, how to move forward. I also think they talk about you in a way of like out of admiration, like they mention all the things that they like about you. You know, they talk about maybe the way you are, the way you look, all of the things that attracts them to you. I feel like they relay this to their friends as well. And then we have I've liked you for a long time. So this could be someone that maybe you've known for a while. Maybe they've kept their feelings hidden or maybe they've made them known. But either way, this person definitely seems like they've played a role in your life for a while now. So whether, you know, you've been friends, whether you've been together for a while, these feelings definitely seem to go back. And it seems like they view you as a very important part of their life, and maybe you've shaped their life in some way. We have I love being around you. So this person seems to really enjoy being in your energy, in your presence. Again, they're very drawn to you and they just seem to love to be around you. I mean, even if you are just hanging out or anything, it doesn't need to be something special or elaborate. They just want to be in your space. And then lastly, we have I feel like I blew my shot with you. So maybe something happened, there was some conflict, some issue. It seems like this person is aware that maybe they messed up. It seems like they're aware that things ended because of their actions, and I definitely feel a lot of regret coming from that. And I think they're afraid that, you know, that was their last chance and there's possibly no hope for redemption, you know, maybe that was it and maybe you won't be willing to try things again. But this person definitely seems to, yeah, take responsibility for what happened, and I definitely am getting a lot of regret. So, yeah, but overall, this person definitely seems to still have a strong connection with you. It does seem like they have hope to fix things and maybe reconcile and have, a positive, bright future. But again, that's just something that, you two would have to work out for yourselves, and then you would have to decide whether or not that's something you'd be interested in pursuing. But yeah, that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed, and I'll see you in another video. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. If you chose the tourmaline, this is your pile. So let's go ahead and start off with thoughts. What is pile number 3's person thinking about them? Okay, we have the Hermit, we have the Hierophant, we have the 9 of Cups in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so first of all, with this Hermit and Hierophant card, the Hermit card is Virgo, and the Hierophant card is Taurus. So there is some earth energy present here that could be relevant. Maybe one or both of you have either Virgo or Taurus placement somewhere in your chart. So with this Hermit card, I feel like this person has maybe been isolating themselves a little bit, whether it's from you or whether it's just from everyone in general. It seems like they've definitely taken a step back and taken some time for themselves. So you could notice them being a little bit more distant lately. Maybe they haven't been hanging around as much. Maybe they've been a little bit quieter than usual, but I feel like this person really had to take some time for themselves to reflect and just to recharge also. So maybe they were reflecting on the relationship, maybe that was something personal, but I definitely see them stepping back for a little bit and trying to figure some things out. With the Hierophant here, I feel like this person is a little bit reserved. Maybe they're more laid back around you. Maybe they aren't the type of person to, take a lot of action or make a lot of moves. They just seem to lay low a little bit. I feel like maybe they're a little bit more conservative, a little more reserved. Again, this doesn't seem to be someone who's super out there, super extroverted. It seems like they've just been sort of laying low a little bit, being low key. With this 9 of Cups here in reverse, I definitely feel like this person has some sense of dissatisfaction with their lives, because the 9 of Cups in reverse sort of talks about feeling as though you have almost everything. So maybe, they have a good job, maybe they have good friends, good family, but there's something here that's missing. And usually with the 9 of Cups, I'd say that would be related to, a romantic connection. So maybe this person feels like they have almost everything in life, but there's just one thing missing, and that's a partner, that's love, that's having a deep emotional connection with someone. So I definitely feel like this person, while they recognize the good things in their lives, they feel very consumed by what's missing. So even though they have almost everything, they can't let go of that one part that's missing, and it definitely seems to preoccupy them. Maybe they're constantly thinking about, like, I wish I had someone to share my life with, I wish I was in love, I wish I had a partner, things like that. With this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, I'm getting the sense that there's sort of maybe this person feels as though there's some sort of blockage happening here. Again, with that 9 of Cups, feeling like they have almost everything, this person may feel like, the universe hasn't been helping them out, and they haven't received, that one last thing that they wanted. There's this sense of like, why isn't this happening for me? What's the problem? Like, what's the holdup? It's just this sense of like wanting to believe in, the timing of the universe and all that, but feeling as though nothing is happening, and maybe even being frustrated by that. With this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, I'm also getting the sense of trying to work towards something but not really getting anywhere. So it's just more of that feeling of, maybe trying to work towards getting love, trying to work towards building a partnership, but feeling like they're not getting where they want to be. There's some blockage. Maybe the timing isn't right. Maybe there's something that they have to work on before they're able to receive this, but it just seems like they feel like they're being blocked for some reason. So let's get some feelings for pile number 3's person. Got the Six of Swords. We have the Page of Swords in reverse. The Nine of Swords in reverse. And the Three of Wands. Okay, so there's quite a few swords in here. So first of all, the Six of Swords. This talks about, not being fulfilled where you are and trying to go in a different direction to find what it is that you want. So that kind of makes sense here with that. This feeling that this person is missing something in their life. Again, maybe they feel like they're missing love. So whatever they're doing right now doesn't seem to be working, and I feel like they may possibly try to pivot paths, maybe change what they're doing, change, where they're looking for love in an attempt to find happiness somewhere else. So yeah, this could be them changing up their actions, maybe being more open, but there's some idea here that what they're doing isn't working and they need to change direction somehow. The Page of Swords in reverse, I'm definitely seeing a lack of communication here. So this person doesn't seem to, maybe they're not very good at talking about the way that they feel, talking about their emotions. There seems to be a blockage here in communication. Yeah, I'm just getting the sense that this person is not good at talking, and that's something that they need to work on for sure. The Nine of Swords in reverse, this is giving me the sense that this stress and this anxiety that they've been feeling is coming to an end. So I think they're going to find some peace in changing directions or changing what they're doing or changing their actions, because it seems like they've had a lot of overwhelming thoughts, anxiety, sleeplessness because of what they've been going through, because they feel like they're missing something. I feel like that's going to come to an end soon. As they sort of switch directions with this Three of Wands, I definitely see them taking some sort of action that's different. So again, whether they're changing their own actions, whether they're starting to look for love in other ways, or learning more about themselves in order to express that love. I definitely see this person changing what they're doing. And I think as they do that, they're going to find some relief from all the stress that they've been feeling. So let's go ahead and get some oracle cards here for more thoughts and feelings from pile number 3. We have, I replay our conversations over and over. I feel you even though we are apart. And I want to tell you how I feel. Okay, so I think I see what's going on here. So this person, if you guys are in a no contact situation, I definitely feel like this person is going to take some action towards communicating with you, because it definitely seems like there's been some sort of lack of communication. They haven't been, open about what they're feeling. They haven't been talking to you about what's going on. And I definitely see them changing that and making an effort to do things differently in order to end you know, all of the anxiety and stress that they've been feeling, because the anxiety and stress that they've been feeling is from not sharing and from not being open and from not communicating. So I definitely see them taking action towards changing that and being more open and then relieving that stress. So we have, I replay our conversations over and over. I feel you even though we are apart, and I want to tell you how I feel. Yeah, so I definitely am getting the sense this could be a no contact situation. You guys could be in separation, but I definitely see this person reaching out here with this, I want to tell you how I feel. I definitely think that they are, again, taking action towards learning how to be more open, more communicative. So I wouldn't be surprised if this person does end up reaching out and trying to talk to you about that. So let's get some channeled messages here. We've got, I don't want to come on too strong. We've got, I look at your socials all the time. I'm afraid of messing up. And I'm so drawn to you. Okay, so this person, again, maybe is very shy, very introverted, very reserved. I'm getting the sense that they're sort of afraid to come on too strong. They're afraid to make any moves that are too big. I think they're afraid of sort of scaring you away. This person's personality definitely seems a little bit more laid back, and so it would be out of character for them to do anything big or to be super forthcoming, and that sort of makes them nervous because they don't want to come on too strong, they don't want to scare you away, and it's also just uncomfortable because that's not really how they are. We have, I'm afraid of messing up, so I definitely feel like this person is nervous maybe to reach out because they're afraid they'll say the wrong thing. Maybe they're afraid it won't work out. They're afraid of this being their last chance and then maybe they mess it up. We have, I look at your socials all the time. So I feel like this person looks at your social media as a way to connect with you, to see what you're up to see what you're doing. Maybe they like to look at, you know, what you post, your pictures, things like that. So I definitely see them kind of, you know, looking at your profile and seeing what's going on. We have, I'm so drawn to you. So this person seems to have a strong connection to you. They seem very drawn to you. Maybe they really enjoy being in your presence, being in your energy. There's something about you that's very magnetic to them, and maybe they find themselves being drawn back to you time and time again for reasons that they can't quite explain. You know, of course it could be your personality or just their attraction to you, but there's just something in here that's very, maybe even unexplainable, you know, and they just find themselves being drawn back to you time and time again. So yeah, that's actually all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed, and I'll see you in another video.